Hello! I am the Soup Robot, or just Soup, if you just want to say that. Welcome to Link's Awakening, DX. It's a game about eggs, and that's it. Let's make a file. Might as well name it Soup. This is a game that I like a lot. I played it as a child. I played it as a child a bit. And I've played it a few times since. But it's been about a year, maybe a year and a half since I last played it, so might be a little bit fuzzy on what's going on. This is Marin, and her father Taryn. She talks a lot, so I can't say I really care for her. Taryn also talks a bit and is kind of a big fucking idiot, so he's alright in my book. Either way, you have to talk to him now until he gives you a shield, and then you have a shield. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. You use it, it blocks. Like a shield. Huh. Funny how that is. First thing we gotta do is get something better than a shield. We're good on defense, let's get some offense. And place you want to do that is down here. When I was a kid, I took a really long time to figure out you could push these with your shield. I just kept walking around a lot and running into them. And I think any hints you get right now are going to tell you to come to the beach. And I was like, you can't do anything on the beach. It's fucking bullshit. Turns out I'm the idiot. Fuck you. I guess a good time to introduce this stupid asshole. It's an owl. You played a Zelda game, you know what owls are about. They're wordy motherfuckers who never shut up. This owl is no exception. You don't worry about any of the text in this game. This game is just about having an adventure. I mean, there's a story, but it's pretty loose. You're on an island, you want to get off the island. That's the story. An owl tells you that there's a big fish in an egg, and that is probably the lead you want to follow to try and get off the island. Anyway, now welcome to the game proper. The music starts up and all that. It puts your sword on A by default because it puts the shield on B by default. That's incredibly incorrect. The sword goes on B and it stays on B. That's how you play this game. That's how you play all the games. And if I see someone doing otherwise, I lose trust for them. I can't guarantee they're an alright person. I don't. They're not thinking right. Their heads and all mixed up. Bleh. Anyway, we're gonna get pretty quickly into trying to get to the first dungeon, because I would like to... I don't know how long I'm gonna make these videos, but I'd like to get to the first dungeon in the first part, so... This should just be a nice little intro to the game, and I never really went around the main village, so let's take some time and show you what all that's about. Not a lot we can do here until I get more money, but these are the ball throwers. There are also ball throwers in Oracle of Ages, and I think like Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, they're all ball throwers. Do a top 5 ball throwers. These are books. I'm not going to read them. They're all tutorially. Secrets of the Whirling Blade. Read this book? No. What it's going to tell me how to do is this. Hold B, you spin it. Boom. You ever played Zelda? That's how you play Zelda. Moving on. Here's a well. We can jump down it and get something neat. Look! Bones! Wow! Now, piece of art. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm already said that twice, and I can feel myself saying it many more times in the future. Just gonna nip that in the bud right now. Piece of heart. You played Zelda, you get 4, you get a new heart container. Fascinating stuff here. This is a house with a chain chomp. Another one, little one. The big one's still here. Look. Look. You can talk to it. Sounds like this chain chomp wants a bow. Too bad we don't have one and never will. I'm kidding. That's Marin's house. We were just there. We'll have a bow later. There's a trading sequence. It's like it's a Zelda game. Here's a shop. For now, we're not going to do anything, but we eventually are going to come here and buy this shovel. Not because I want a shovel, though I think you do need the shovel in order to progress in the game. But because once you buy the shovel, a new thing is sold in that slot, and I'm not going to spoil details on that, but eventually we'll be buying something expensive. So we're going to save a lot of money, and you're going to see me doing a lot of shit like this, looking for money. This is a house. A lot of the children from the neighborhood live here. These are the parents. There's also a babu. We'll be back here later, maybe next video, maybe this video. I don't know. Can't go in there yet. Can't move rocks. Blah 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 blah. Can't go to the right yet, so don't even worry about it. Down here, another shop. Nah, it's like a mini game. See, look, it's a crane game. You win stuff. And that doll, that familiar visage. We'll be back. See these dogs? If you hit them, they attack you. That's cool. Look, he missed. Dumb. There you go. That's what it's like. That's what it's like. Phone booth. You can come in here, call a phone. It always calls up this one guy named Elrira. Basically, if you get lost, he tells you where you should be going at whatever point in the game it is. And he lives right here, in this house. Won't talk to you in person, though. Too shy a guy. Please call outside. Yeah. Basically, if you get stuck, there's that little system to get out. There's a few other little hint type things. The owl kind of tells you where to go. Look, a chicken. Here's a fishing minigame with a house you can't access. Look, how would you get in here? This has always bothered me in video games. Pokemon games did this too, where there would just be a building with no door. Never was a fan of that from a design perspective. But what the fuck do I know? I'm just some guy playing a video game. Moving on, we gotta go up in the forest. Just in time to get talked to by an owl again. Yeah, so this is far from the last time this is gonna happen. I think it kind of peters off in the second half of the game. You don't get owl lectured as much, but they never go away. The frustrating thing is he takes so long to say really vague things. Basically, his sentences are he'll say some vague bullshit, maybe some vague helpful bullshit, more vague bullshit, and then a hint about where you need to go. Then he flies off and have succeeded in wasting your time. These are moblins. These type of moblins shoot arrows. They don't do it often. They will do it whenever it seems to be at its peak inconvenience for the player. That's when they're like, time to throw one out. We could go over here, which is where we need to go, but I want to at least give a setup of to why we need to go there. If we go up here, there's a raccoon. What a strange fellow. If we continue, instead of going to the screen we need to go to, which is right above the one we just left, it teleports you to a different screen. So you can never get to where you need to go until that raccoon is not there. Look, a fairy fountain. I'm not going to use it for one heart that I can get from a bush. I'm just going to move back over here. Whoa. See, you just saw them shoot an arrow. That's what it's like. I need rupees. Throw me them rupees. So this is where we need to go. Basically, the raccoon's being an asshole, and we need to jam some shit up his nose. That is something I was trying to avoid picking up, but here we are. If you read that text, it'll tell you that the item you just picked up will reduce your damage taken by half, which is useful. You just saw it. It doesn't do quarters of hearts in this game, so what would have been a half heart becomes no damage. Thanks, Bat. But more importantly, you get this short loop of music when you get that item, and it's really annoying. And it's really, in my opinion, it's not worth the burden of having to listen to this on loop. At least until you would be changing areas, like right now. Perfect. We're out of this hell, and are at what we needed to get, which is a mushroom. Are we going to shove a mushroom in a raccoon's nose? No, but just an important step along the way. If I was a cool speedrunner, there's a cool little skip I can do here where I get that guy I just killed to like knock me across this pit. But I'm not a speedrunner or cool, so that's not happening. We're going back the old-fashioned way. And before anyone gets the thought of me, why aren't you going and grabbing that? I can't yet. You need to be able to lift these skulls to get it, and I need an item to do that. Some type of glove that grants power. A power glove. It's a bracelet. It's not a glove. I'm an idiot. Some type of glove that grants power. A power bracelet, if you will. Bracelets are like... they're like a glove, right? Just not in any of the ways that define what a glove is. Here's a moblin with a sword. Sword enemies like that are annoying because they have like specific directions you can slash on them from that won't just tink off their sword and deal no damage. As you saw a little bit there. We're getting close to where we needed to go. I'm not going to bother, you know, showing off the whole forest, even though I kind of did, I think. Yeah, there's a few screens we didn't go to, but I think we will go to them before long. There's another piece of art we can't get yet. We can't go to the right yet. You know what? Just assume if I'm not going to an area yet, even if there is a path available, it's because I cannot go that way yet, or because I don't have a reason to yet. Double double, toil and trouble. It's a witch. She wants a toadstool. We have one. Look, it's the toadstool. What is it for? You hold it over your head and a mellow aroma wafts into your nostrils. Polite. Polite, yeah, that's the word I wanted to say there. Pleasant was what I was going for, but my brain vetoed that last second for the word polite. As if that was an adjective that was even at all related to what was happening. She is going to cook up a powder for tricks, is what she describes it as, but more importantly, it's something that can be easily placed in someone else's nose. Like a raccoon. Like a specific raccoon in a forest. You can also do this. Lights fires and sconces. You don't have to light that one. You get nothing other than the witch gives you a bit of praise, but I mean, we could always use a bit of praise. Make us feel better. Another little thing you can do is place it on these guys who do that. I'm not sure what purpose it serves, but you can do it. Most enemies will just light on fire if you use the powder on it, like so. But honestly, it's usually quicker and less wasteful to just kill them with your sword. There's a couple things we'll be getting later that are kind of just upgrades to the sword. Like, I mean, there's a literal upgrade to the sword, but, well, you'll see. I'll talk more about them in a bit. So that raccoon. Let's go pay him a visit. Too bad we'll pay him a visit with this stupid music playing in the background. What up? Fuck you. Spin around. Yeah. All over the place. Yeah. Yeah, now bounce. Bounce. Now bounce. Bounce. Stop. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Last thing I remember, I was buying you a big old juicy toadstool. Then I had the darndest dream. I was a raccoon. And the dream was so real, I wonder now if I was not a raccoon dreaming I was a man. You get it? Like the thing. You've got the tail key. There he is. There he is. It's been what? It's been a good 5 minutes since the last time this guy showed his face to give us a little monologue about nothing. Here he is again. So the tail key is a key that will allow us to get into the first dungeon of the game. And yeah, that's really all there is to that. So next time I come back, we'll be at the you know what? Fuck it. I'll walk us there. I'll walk you home. Maybe try to sneak a kiss at the door if I'm feeling cheeky. Who am I kidding? I don't go on dates. So the first dungeon is kind of down by where you get the sword. At the very least, it's just south of the village, which I forget what kind of... Does this say? Tail Cave? No, it doesn't. I forget what the name of the village is. The island is called Coalent, and for the longest time, I thought the village was also called that. And I could be mispronouncing Coalent. Again, game from my childhood. These are pronunciations that I decided on as a child. and they just stuck with me, and no one's corrected me, other than the fact that I saw somewhere that the name of the village is something different. I don't remember what it was, but it's not Colent Village, so my entire worldview shattered. And behold, the first dungeon. Goodbye!